Volume negates luck. Do so much volume that it becomes unreasonable that you will fail. This one framework curbed my anxiety from this to this. You might have heard of Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It entails that our universe adheres to the action reaction pair theory. If you do something, something happens. If, for example, you do something and that something didn't happen, then there are only two possibilities. The first one is that you were doing the wrong stuff, or the second possibility is that you are doing less of the right stuff. For the first case, it's pretty simple. Generally, you are, in most cases, you are doing something which someone has already done. You are traveling to a country whose map is already designed, and you just need to follow the design. You just need to follow that map. So just go and research for it. This video is particularly for those people who have that map and who are doing the right stuff, but they are still not able to do it. And this is one of the frameworks which helped me to understand this whole world around me, that if I do enough of something and I keep getting better at it, eventually I will be great at it. This is the fundamental shift that changed how I see the world. I stopped seeing it as a thing which is just there. I started seeing it as a thing which is constantly evolving. And that's true. Nature is evolving every second. And that's why we are here. We are here as humans because first the universe formed, then the earth formed, then these microorganisms like the amoeba formed, then there were the starting humans, and then evolution continued, and here we are, right? So let's start. And disclaimer, I'm not one of those rich people. I still haven't got the physique, I still haven't got the money. I'm not successful. I'm in the trenches just like you. I am you. And this one framework makes me believe that I will become successful. So you can just take this if this helps. If don't, then obviously stay hard, right? So let's start by giving you a few examples on how I implement this in my own life. This video and this video, these are both of videos which I made. This was my first YouTube video, and this is the video which I recently made. And you can see how my English vocabulary, how my fluency skills have changed over the years. I wasn't as fluent when I started around 2 years ago, but now I can speak coherently. I can articulate my thoughts in a much more better way, in a much more eloquent way, right? And this is why, because I did 110 plus videos. I did more than 100 videos to get at this level. Like I started here, right? And now I'm here. The difference is not much, right? It's just a tiny bit. But there is a difference, which means that I improved, and which also tells me that if I keep improving, keep making these videos, someday I will get good at it, and that someday I will get great at YouTube and I will have an audience. Means that, right? So that's just one example. The second example I can give you from my own life, how I apply this rule and I think how I think about it is, this is my physique when I had trained 3 months at home just doing push-ups, squats, sit-ups. And if you might be thinking that why don't I have a prior picture of mine? Well, I was ashamed of my own body. I was so ashamed. And after 3 months of every day doing push-ups, squats, sit-ups, I made this tiny bit of progress, and I was like, now I can actually take a picture to save it as a progress pic. And this is a picture of mine a month prior when I was on vacation. Now note that I was not having any pump, and this is in relatively okayish lighting. So you can see that I jumped my physique from this to this in around 2.5 years. And what it took me basically 1 hour of gym for 5 days a week, 52 weeks, and multiply it by 2.5 years. That's what it took me. It didn't take me any protein shake. It didn't take me any amount of food, any good protein source, anything. I achieved this physique by just going to the gym every day and progressing a bit with my weight. That's all. And I believe that you can make this level of progress in just an year if you take good diet, if you take care of your sleep as well, and if you lift hard. I did only one of those things, and I achieved this physique in like 2.5 years. But you can compress this time into 1 year if you did all those three things. But this tells me, like, in order to further improve my physique, I can do a couple of things. The first most important thing is that I still have to lift 4 to 5 times a week, every week. Then the second thing which I can do is start adding some protein to my diet and start increasing my calories every week or every month. And the third thing is that I can add some supplement like creatine. And the fourth thing is that I just have to do the first three and just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Do so much volume that it becomes unreasonable that you will fail, right? So the third example which I will give you from my own life is this essay which I wrote, and now this essay which I wrote. These two essays are 1 year apart. When I started my Substack a year earlier, I had 0 subs. Now I have around 39 subs, out of which 15 are from my friends who pitied me and subscribed. But 25 of them are new subscribers who read my posts, who read my essays, and who thought that it was worth subscribing. This says that even though my current level is this and I started from this, there's only a small level of increment, but I did improve. And if you read the two essays which I just mentioned, there's a whole level of difference between them. Like you can understand that the person who wrote the first one and this person who wrote the second one are completely different. They don't sound the same because I've improved so much in just an year. And writing was the first creative pursuit which I actually took on seriously. Like before writing, I never took anything seriously apart from the gym. And writing told me that if I do something for 2 hours or for 1.5 hours, 1 hour every day, then and I do that for 365 days, it adds up. Those 365 hours add up somewhere, and it should. The fourth example which I can give you is my CP example, my competitive programming journey. I've done about 250 questions on LeetCode and I've given a lot of contests. But you can see my graph is just like this. I started from 1400 and now I'm at 1300. And this might discourage a lot of people, but it just shows me that I haven't gotten good enough to be able to do at least two questions in a contest so that my rating rises. It taught me that even though I have put in a lot of volume, like doing 250 questions requires at least 200 hours of lead coding, and still I'm not good enough. Like this taught me how much effort it takes to be great at something, and it didn't discourage me. Like it discouraged me in the short term that, oh fuck, I'm still such a dumbass. Oh fuck, I need to work hard, hard, hard. But it also taught me that I still need to work more. More volume is the answer. Some days, violence is the answer. And today is one of those days, right? So, this taught me that I need to do much, 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 much more volume. I want to be so much good at coding that I can code a solution in my own head. I want to be that level of programmer, and that needs a lot of volume. So this is what CP also taught me. And you can see that across the all four domains, all four separate domains, the gym, YouTube, writing, competitive programming, all of these different domains, the answer is similar. Volume negates luck. Do so much volume that it becomes unreasonable, you will fail. If you are not smart, study till you sleep. If you are not, if you are skinny, train until it hurts. If you're not beautiful, work on your face, work on your physique till people call you compulsive or obsessive. Even if people get disgusted by how much you care about your own looks, you have to be that extreme in order to be great at something. And that's what I want to leave you with. If you want to do anything with your life, if you want to be whether a trader or a quant or an engineer or a doctor or a drop shipper or a YouTuber or a film star or a cricketer or an artist or a pianist or a guitarist, you want to be anything, you need to work really, really hard to do it. And if you think that I have already worked really, really hard, but I've still not gotten the results which I want, then that means either you are doing something wrong or you are doing less of the right stuff. Then you have to identify that either you are doing something wrong or you are just not there yet. If you're doing something wrong, then you have to change courses and do the right stuff. But if you're doing the right thing, you just have to be patient, right? Warren Buffett says that you just have to pick the right stock and you have to sit on your ass for 10 fucking years. So you have to wait those 10 years, you have to wait those 5 years, those 3 years, you have to wait it. You have to be patient with your outputs and impatient with your inputs. You have to work really, really hard, but you have to also understand that those the engine in which you feed your work will take some time to operate and then will give the output. So you need to be patient in the meantime. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. Stay hard.